Hey, I'm Nicole Zamanzadeh. I'm a student in the History of Modern Thought Cluster Seminar on Modern Intelligence, and my topic for my blog is mental illness and intelligence, as you've probably noticed. This video is going to focus on schizophrenia in the media. I have attached and uploaded a kind of a little clip from YouTube of the movie A Beautiful Mind, which is directed by Ron Howard. And the main player is the main actor. Is Russell Crowe. He's playing as John Nash. We watch the movie is based on a true story. It follows the life of Jonathan Forbes Nash Jr. And what is specifically interesting about this movie is that we see this genius who is by far an outstanding has an outstanding mind, completely, comes up with this new idea, this new theory, which we now call game theory. And they showed in the movie that he comes up with it at a bar. But either way, you see how he thinks and that his mind was focused on patterns. And in the trailer, if you watch it, you will see that it seems to think it seems to imply that it began from his way of thinking. He thought and he thought and he became overwhelmed and he did too much. He thought too much about patterns, and that's what caused the schizophrenia. That's really what the trailer says, and I think that's also implied in the movie. Overall, it suggested that possibly his intelligence is what has caused his schizophrenia. Not, I don't think you would ever say vice versa. Schizophrenia did not cause the intelligence at all, but the schizophrenia does not take away from it either. Throughout the movie, from the beginning, where he starts trying to come up with an idea that'll get him some fame, that will set him apart, something new, something defining, till the end, we still see John Nash as a brilliant human being. The movie's called A Beautiful Mind. I think for a good reason. What it's really saying is that though he's schizophrenic, it's still beautiful. It's because he thinks the world, in patterns. It's because he's intelligent, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he was able to accomplish a lot. He did accomplish. He was a Nobel laureate in economics. He managed to still have a family, even though we see a lot of rough times in that, but he did. And what I think is interesting in terms of the theme and message of the movie, as you see in the trailer, is that at the end you hear John Nash or Russell Crowe saying, it's one thing, it's great to have a beautiful mind, but it'd be better to have a beautiful heart. And I think what they mean by that is that the theme, the motif in it, is that he only focused on this logical, methodical, mathematical kind of intelligence. That was him. Constantly numbers and different formulas. We see it. He sees everything in geometrical patterns. But John Nash overall did not spend a lot of time focusing on his emotional intelligence, how the abstract things, the love he's going to be creating, the relationships. And I think they really show the two intelligences as being different, and that if anything, the schizophrenia just was really taking a dive into the other one, into the emotional kind of intelligence. I'm going to be very broad. And that he says that kind of says that, it's great, he accomplished a lot, but at the end of the day, what really made him happy is being able to have this emotional intelligence and to recognize that his wife and his family is what really makes him happy and what really makes him accomplished. You see at the end in his speech that that's what he thinks, that he shows all his gratitude, gives it all to her, his wife. So I personally believe this is a must-see movie. It really does have a good message of that schizophrenia, mental illnesses are not, I mean, mental illness and intelligence are not polar opposites. They can happen at once. And in this example, they show how it could even be causal, intelligence causes it. And that it actually is just a sign of a beautiful mind. So this is definitely a positive view on the correlation between mental illness and intelligence. It seems that the scientific articles that I have put up may not agree so much, but this is what I'm seeing in the media. And I think we could see this in many different places, in different movies that just support the idea that intelligence does cause this mental illness, any kind. I mean, in this case, it was schizophrenia for John Nash. But in other movies, it has been different. And with that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.